Hello math learners, welcome to the part 2 of our reviewer series in preparation for the quarter 3 examination for grade 8 students. Now, this is the part 2 and we will be continuing our discussion starting at number 11. So without further ado, let's do this. Question number 11. A student graphs the inequality x is less than or equal to 3 using an open circle at 3 and shading to the left. What is the student's error? Is it A, the shading direction is incorrect? B, the inequality should be x is less than 3? C, the graph should be shaded to the right? Or D, the circle should be closed, not open? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners. So we have here x is less than or equal to 3. So that is basically different from the question we had in question number 9 and 10. So but since that this is less than or equal to, therefore the line of the circle should be close. Okay, so the student is wrong in using the kind of circle. Okay, so the next thing is that it shades to the left. So that is correct, my dear math learners. So the only thing that is wrong here is the use of the wrong circle. So that should be close. So letter D is the correct answer for this one. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, so now let us go to question number 12. Which of the following is a linear inequality in two variables? Is it A, x squared plus y is less than or equal to 8? B, xy is less than 15? C, 3x plus 5y is greater than 12, or D, x squared minus y squared is greater than or equal to 0. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, talking about linear, we are dealing with the first degree. So therefore, we should not be seeing a power of 2 and higher. So letter A and letter D, these are already wrong. Of course, if we are talking about linear inequality in two variables, this is separated with either a plus or a minus, so not multiplication. So therefore, the correct answer for this question is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, now let us go to question number 13. Which value of x satisfy x is greater than 8? Is it A, 8, B, 9, C, negative 3, or D, 7? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this question is very easy. Why? Because we are just finding a value of x that is greater than 8. So what are the numbers greater than 8? Of course, those numbers are 9 and above. So the correct answer would be letter B. Alright, let's check whether we are correct. Okay, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 14. Solve the inequality x plus 7 is greater than 12. Is it A, x is greater than 19, B, x is greater than 5, C, x is equal to 5, or D, x is less than 19? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, same as solving an equation. So what we need to do here is to isolate the value of x in one side. Therefore, this plus 7 here should be transposed to the right side. So in order to do that, we will add negative 7 or subtract immediately 7 in each side. So therefore, 12 minus 7 would be, very good, 5. So x is greater than 5. That is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. Easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 15. Which statement best describes a linear equation in two variables and how its solution is expressed? Is it A, a linear equation in two variables contains exponents greater than 1 and its solution is a single number? B, a linear equation in two variables has only one solution written as a fraction? C, a linear equation in two variables has no variables and its solution is written using an inequality? Or letter D, a linear equation in two variables represents a straight line and its solution are expressed as ordered pairs x, y? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, by definition, a linear equation into variables, when you put it in a graphing paper or in a Cartesian plane, it is a line. Okay, it is a straight line in which the solution are expressed as ordered pairs, and that would be x, y. So the correct answer for this problem or this question is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. All right, easy, right? My dear math learners, now let us go to question number 16. Question number 16. The equation 3x plus y is equal to 10 represents a relationship between two variables. Which ordered pair is a solution of the equation? Is it A, 2, 3, B, 3, 2, C, 1, 7, or D, 4, 1? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in order for you to answer this problem, the best and logical way to do this is to test all given options by substituting the value of x and y respectively to your given equation. And among these choices, whoever satisfy the result of 10 would be the right answer. Okay, so let's try letter A. Your x would be 2 and your y would be 3. So 3 times 2, that is 6. 6 plus 3, that is 9, not 10. So letter A is wrong. Letter B. 3 times 3, that would be 9. 9 plus y, that is 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. That is also wrong. So letter C. 1, 3 times 1, that is 3. 3 plus y, that is 7. So 3 plus 7, that is 10. So we already satisfy this problem. So therefore, the correct answer for this question is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 17. A line is represented by the equation y is equal to 5x plus 2. What is the slope of the line? Is it A, 2, B, 5, C, negative 2, or D, negative 5? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. So, my dear math learners, we have here an equation y is equal to 5x plus 2. Now, of course, this is a representation wherein we can immediately tell where the slope and the y-intercept is. So here, this 5 here is our slope, and this value here without a variable, that will be our y-intercept. Now, the question here is what is the slope of the line? So therefore, that is automatically the 5 here. So the right answer for this question is letter B, 5. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 18. The equation of a line is y is equal to negative 3x plus 6. Which ordered pair represents the y-intercept of the line? Is it A, negative 3, 0, B, 6, 0, C, 0, negative 3, or D, 0, 6? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, remember that the ordered pair of a y-intercept is that there are x and y, right? So, if we are talking about y-intercept, that is the intersection of the graph to the y-axis, meaning the value of x there is 0. So, therefore, A and B is already wrong. So, these are the two remaining choices. But, as what I've said earlier, given this kind of equation, this value here represents the slope and this value here represents your y-intercept. And since this is plus 6, it means positive 6. So the correct answer would be 0, 6. That is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 19. Which formula is used to find the equation of a line given 2 points x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2? Is it A, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x sub 1, where m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1? B, y is equal to mx plus c, where m is x sub 1 plus x sub 2? C, y is equal to x plus y? Or D, y is equal to x sub 1 times y sub 1 plus x sub 2 times y sub 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this question, if you have listened to your teacher, Basically, this is where the derivation of the formula y is equal to mx plus b here. And the application of the value of m is basically the change of y over the change of x. And in that way, the representation would be letter A. Okay, let's check whether we are correct. Okay, very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 20. In the equation y is equal to mx plus b, what does the value of b represent? Is it A, the distance between 2 points, B, the slope of the line, C, the x-intercept, or D, the point where the line crosses the y-axis? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, if you remember our discussion earlier, I have told you that B here is known as the y-intercept, and by the definition of y-intercept, that is the intersection of the graph to the y-axis. Okay, so that would be letter D. All right, let's check whether we are correct. Okay, easy, right? All right, my dear math learners, thank you so much and congratulations for finishing 2 parts of our reviewer series. The question is, what is your current score among the 20 questions that we have? Please share it in our comment section below. Now, if you find this helpful, please click that subscribe button because it will also boost our channel to help those in need, my dear math learners. So without further ado, let's go to part 3.